Shirley, Shirley, Shirley. Oh my God. Who is this man that you have married it? I don't get it. All them letters. Baby, them is not strawberry blackberry. So, y'all, let's get into it.
Oh, poison ivy.
We keep it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. Hey, what's going on, KoEd Camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. I almost forgot about that. And all about our famous rants. And tonight, we are bringing you an update about Shirley and her soon-to-be ex-husband, or estranged husband, or
Ernesto,
the player of the 21st century, because he sure act like he's a player of the 21st century.
Woo, that's a
lot. What he be doing to these women, man? He could be having these women sprung, man. Man, I'm telling you, that dude want to be a pimp, man. He can probably be a pimp.
He probably was one.
Yeah, that's a good point. He probably was a pimp.
So if you're brand new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Y'all, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So, this a lot. Now, more phone calls were actually listed on the YouTube channel, and I put one of the videos down there before. You can just go to that channel and you can just, because I think it's phone calls from prison or something like that. That's the name. So you can go over there and watch all of them. Because it's a lot. And they seem like they release one every day. And it gets worse and worse and worse.
Or as we say in the hood, it gets worser and worser and worse.
So on the last phone call, the last couple of phone calls, he was talking to his girlfriend. What's her name? Shirley?
I think so.
Something like that. So he was talking to his girlfriend. And you know that Ernest is married to Shirley, but he got a girlfriend.
But the word on the street saying he's still married to somebody else.
Well, let's go with the word on the street. So we also watch Chronicle Speaks video. Y'all know I love my girls from Chronicle Speaks. So we'll talk about some stuff that she exposed and talked about on her channel as well. Definitely go over there and get her view. Shout out to her. She done made 500,000 subscribers. Girlfriend been doing it a while.
Congratulations.
So, yeah,
500,000?
500,000, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. So but she about her business. So anyway, so let's just get into the couple of phone calls, videos that were leaked. So on one of them, the last couple of them, he's talking to his girlfriend. And evidently they don't know each other like that, but they've been intimate. And I don't know how long they've been together, but the phone calls sound real like, I'm still trying to get to know you, you still trying to get to know me. Did it not feel like that to you?
Yeah, they still like in the, what you call it, the get to know each other stage of the so-called friendship. I guess you can call it friendship or relationship, because she asking him, is there any more women he's talking to? Because apparently she knows he's married, right?
Yeah, she do know. She said besides the one I know about.
Right. So that's
your wife.
Yes, your wife. So she don't mind saying, hey, as long as you got me and your wife, I'm good. Basically, that's what she's saying.
But the fact is that she was like, when they bet, he came and hollered at her, something like that. He stepped to her, and she not the type that kind of like, in a sense, get sprung. And it seemed like they had sex real quick, like I guess within moments of meeting each other. And she was like, that's something that she don't normally do.
They all say that.
But like she was like, I don't know what it is about you. It's like you be having my emotions going and all this stuff and stuff. So
Yeah, and she said what she said. Well, I usually don't do that on the first date because I'm a lady. No, you're not.
so they had sex, and so she was saying, you got me all riled up and stuff like that. She was like, I ain't never used toys, and when I had sex with you,
He got her sprung, man.
she was using
Sprung.
toys and stuff, and so she said she did a lot of firsts with him.
Dang, how old do you think she is?
Somebody said she was in her late 30s.
Late 30s?
And he 50 something.
Okay, showing her some new tricks at that age. Hey, bro.
So yeah, she said she ain't never not been in control of her emotions, but he got her at the end of one phone call. They both said I love you several times. Love you, I love you too. So they is in love, but still trying to get to know each other. It's kind of crazy.
Well, maybe he's saying that he don't mean what I guarantee he's not meaning that that he loves her. I guarantee that he just using that as a ploy. That's part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
And he got much game.
Yeah, because he wants to try to tell her or show her that, baby, I'm all into you. I love you. Knowing he don't love her, man. But some women, like she just said, she's all caught up in her emotions right now. He knows that, so he playing that against her. That's why you play a woman. You use her emotions against her so you can keep her on that string.
He got her. He also was saying, like you were saying, how many, and she was asking how many females, he talking to besides her. He was like, you the only one. But besides my wife, like, you the only one.
What difference does that make, though? You already the side chick.
She want to be the only one.
The only one. I just want to be the only side chick you got. That don't even make sense to me.
He said, you guys, my son. He was like, my phone don't ring unless you call it. My wife calling, like my phone don't ring. And when you call me, don't I pick up? When you text me, don't I text back?
I guarantee you dude got burning phones. He got burning phones.
He in prison.
And prison is different lately. I'm saying they shooting YouTube videos and TikToks in prison. Yeah, so whatever. He's in prison. That don't mean jack nowadays, man.
So yeah, he was saying, that, his daughters are nobody don't really, come see him, really talk to his daughters like that or nothing like that. And so, but yeah, so he into her supposedly, so what he was talking about, he like her boobs. He said
she said she lost weight for him, and I guess he like his women a certain size, and he said, yeah, he enjoyed her il nana.
Her good pee.
Yeah, and he said it was some good pee. Some good pee. He said, some good pee.
Yeah, yum.
I said, man, this dude is full of it. And to think Shirley married this guy.
It's baffling. It's really
she's
baffling.
supposed to be all into God and religion.
And people saying, the strawberry letters, like you giving out all this
information,
advice.
But you're not taking your own advice, man, because you got burnt. I would love to hear your strawberry letter. Send it to us. We'll read it.
I know that's right.
We know this woman, she's arrested.
He said that he said it ain't just about your good pee. He said, it's about character for him. I like your character. I like how you vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't just about that. I like your character. I'm all about integrity and character. I said, character? You're all about character?
And he has none of it.
What?
Yeah.
And you behind some bars for the stuff that you did to supposedly children and animals? But you were out the character when they got a restraining order against you?
Well, you gotta understand, whoever the girlfriend is, she don't care about character, okay? Because apparently she probably heard the same thing we hearing, but she's still rocking with the guy. Mm-hmm. So.
And when he was on, I don't know if you've seen it, but I don't know if I sent that one to you, but when him and Shirley was on that phone, when he was about to be on the news, and he was like, he got excited about being on the news. Like, you see it, it's finna come on. And she like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. This is Atlanta. I know it's going to spread out right now. It's just on the Atlanta news, but I know it, like, I have a job to go to.
Well, some people, what's the old saying, in the news is good news. and it don't matter if it's bad news for him. He just like to be the center of attention.
Mm.
He it seems like he like all eyes on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's bad attention, good attention. He loves the attention. That's why these women come to call him on the phone while he's in jail, and they give him all this, all these kudos and tell him how much they love him, what they're doing for him. He eats it up.
Yeah.
He eats it up, man. And hey, that's why he's trying to live. That's why he wanted that certain type of lifestyle. That's why. Well, a person needs that type of attention. They're gonna do whatever it takes to have that attention. I don't care if they gotta do it legitimately or do it illegally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's the type of dude he is.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, he also was talking about, so he was talking about that. He was talking about, something else I was finna say. But yeah, so let's get into the, Chronicle Speaks. So some information that she was saying, I know Steve went on his rant, honey, child, and was over there talking, and he was mad at the blog because doing the same thing that he do. But, he was also saying too that, somebody done leaked some stuff to the blog and, the prison calls or whatever. Well, according to Chronicle Speaks, this right here is Freedom of Information Act. So you can go on that website, you can pull the recording prison calls and stuff like that, and you can just get them. Yeah,
I think I think it came about with journalists was trying to get stuff from the government, and that's when they created the Freedom of Information Act. Like with the UFOs and stuff. But I think with the government, it's like a certain time frame they can release. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But I think that's the reason why this new type of law or the Freedom of Information Act came about.
Okay. So yeah. So it was Steve said they real journalists, child, but evidently they didn't journalist that and found out the information research. Yeah. So he's just going off emotions.
That's why when you get on these phone calls, especially at the prison, you got to be careful.
Yeah. It's
Can you say anything or everything you want to?
But it's funny is that he knew when to pull back on some stuff, because when Shirley was asking about, what we finna talk about, Erica Rothschild, his co-defendant, the one that went to jail with him, that got arrested like he did because of the stuff, the illegal stuff allegedly that they were doing. Shirley like, well, who is that woman? Who that woman, Hoppo? She was like, well, who is that woman? And he was like, yeah, they pulled me in with her, and he said her name. I can't pronounce her last name.
I mean to cut you off. You know what that sounds like when you say that statement you just made?
What?
They pulled me in with her, meaning that she the one that got in trouble, and I just got caught up in it.
Yeah.
Instead of the other way around.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, they pulled me in with her, and yes, her bond coming up, and so she about to be released. And Shirley was like, well, who is she? And he mumbled something, and she said, he said, well, I can't talk about it on this line. I can't. Oh, okay, I understand. So Shirley didn't. While he up there gloating about getting arrested, and that was just a badge of honor. Like Shirley, like this woman, you didn't ask more details about who this woman is.
I'm just wondering. Before Shirley got married to this guy, did she date a lot? Did she go on a lot of dates?
Well, we tried to look up the ex-husband, honey. His name Jimmy.
Yeah, that's Darryl Strawberry's brother.
Allegedly, but I can even find that information.
I think so. Yeah.
So that's what the street's saying. But Jimmy, honey, that's her daughter's father. But what is Jimmy? Honey?
Speaking of Jimmy, let me say this about Jimmy. Now, that's his daughter, that he had with Shirley, right? That's the daughter that got a restraining order against Ernesto, right? If I was Jimmy being the father, if somebody did something to my child, to my daughter, I would have to step to that person. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So, but you don't hear anything about Jimmy.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. So that's just my 2 cents.
And it seemed like Shirley mad at her daughter for taking her dad aside for whatever reason. So I know it goes so much deeper. So, it don't seem like Shirley gonna apologize to her daughter like everybody want her to. But I don't know, that relationship is real deep and stuff like that. So, maybe the daughter mad at her for marrying this man, this con artist. And everything.
Maybe the daughter saw it and she was trying to warn her mom about it, and her mom said, "No, I'm in love."
Cause did y'all see that wedding? I went back and looked at the wedding picture. It was elaborate. It was very elaborate. And all the time, he's scheming and scamming, honey. Then married this older woman, which she looked dang good to be the age she is, and sit here and took her through the ringer.
Shirley, why you just gonna marry you an average blue collar worker, man? Somebody you can.
That's probably what she thought he was.
No, this dude is selling her all kinds of dreams and what he's gonna do. I own this. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah, he could have rocked her world.
And I could have had two,
She
but
had been celibate a long
but
time.
you got some blue collar down the earth brothers out there that can rock our world too.
Well, she wanted to be rocked with him.
Yeah, look at her now, man.
But yeah, so Miss Erica Rothschild, she was a PR person. She went to where? Auburn University, up there messing up Auburn University, child.
We don't claim her. Well, us at the Auburn delegation, we're gonna trade her for who can trade her for? Gonna trade her for Taylor Swift.
So yeah, Auburn University. Y'all know our daughter. You know, my bonus daughter. Went down there and graduated from Auburn. So yeah, she went to Auburn University. She was also a pastor or something like that, honey.
A what?
A pastor, honey.
A pastor.
Pastor, something like that.
I thought it was pastor.
Pastor, because when they start doing shady stuff like this, they gonna be called pastor. So it was a pastor, and so yeah. So she ended up meeting Ernesto. It seemed like the woman.
How did they meet though?
I don't know. It seemed like she kind of had, the
scheme.
It seemed like she was kind of successful. You see how cute she was before?
Oh my God.
I was like, that the same woman?
I saw the mug shot. I said, nah, that can't be the same person. It got, no, man, ain't no way.
About 30 pounds.
And aged 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I said, nah, that can't be her. No, but it's the same person. So when she got with this dude, she gained weight and she aged, man. I said, what?
God almighty. And so they scheming and scamming and doing all this stuff. And so she got arrested and then tried to play fake attorney.
Got on a Zoom call.
Hold on. Ernesto, what is you doing to the woman today is breaking laws like this in the faces of the judges and the legal team?
I don't know what you're doing to him. You might need to write a book. I'll
He said he was going to write one.
Man, there you go.
Shirley said, you going to write your book? You writing your book in jail?
And trust me, what he's doing is totally, totally wrong. Okay, I get it, but what is he doing? Is he just catching these women when they're at their weakest point? Or are these women just that naive? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but the girl said she ain't never been rocked like that, honey. He used toys and my first, and it's a first fuck. So I don't know what is he doing.
He rocked one girl. He got her using toys. You got poor Shirley losing all her money. And then you got this other woman impersonating another attorney on a Zoom call with wigs.
just to get him out of jail.
Yeah, try to get him out of jail, man. I said, man, what? Man, shoot.
So she faked like she was another attorney. The judge was like, well, what's your bar number or something like that, and
she dropped off the call or something.
Yeah, she gave him the bar number. He was like, well, this ain't the same person. So she ended up dropping off that Zoom, came back with her real name.
That was a mistake.
And they said, well, who is Erica, whatever her last name was? And then she said, oh, that's my paralegal. And, long story short, she was out on bond. They ended up getting her more time, and I think she spent another year in jail.
Okay, y'all seen that sketch about David Chappelle when he playing Black Bush, and he was at the conference or the hearing. No. He had the water jug right there. They said, Mr. Bush, did you invade Iraq for oil? He said, what are you talking about oil? That's how she did on the Zoom call when they asked who she was. Yeah, it was Mike Ward ran. Oh. If y'all seen David Chappelle, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all seen that skit.
Yeah, I don't too much careful like his skits and stuff.
The skit was like,
okay, well, to you, I don't do it. Okay. So anyway, I like my own skit. Or Martin. So anyway, that's basically what happened to her.
She got 29 charges, right?
I think she had got
29. She only had 3 when she first got out. So when she went in there and when she got out and she impersonated the attorney on that call, on a Zoom call, they gave her like 25 or 26 additional charges because of that. Fraud, impersonating somebody, and she went back to jail.
For him. For him. And so, and I don't know if she did a year or something, but she did some more time in jail. So, okay, so now, Chronicle thinks that she not snitching on everybody now because she seen that Ernesto wasn't finna rock with her like she was rocking with him. So now she's tattling.
Probably found out he had that girlfriend on the side too.
Do you think this girl, his which guy was his girlfriend?
Which one?
The girl,
the partner,
the one that went from the beautiful woman to honey to
Papa who this girl?
yeah,
Papa who this
yeah,
woman?
yeah.
Yeah, I think they were knocking boots.
Yeah,
I really call for a woman to do that, to risk her freedom to get this man out of jail and lie to the officials. She was wrong too.
Yeah,
she was.
And the fact too is that they allegedly supposed to been staying in the house together that was next door to Shirley.
There you go. Then they stayed in the house. Okay, what man and woman is supposed to be business partners, and y'all stay in the house together, and y'all both go to jail. You get out. You gonna put your life back on the line to rescue this man out of jail. Come on, man. What sane woman or platonic friend gonna do that for you?
And another thing too is that I remember when Shirley had said, she told her story on Steve Harvey show, and she was like, he went to jail. She didn't know he was in jail, right? So he left that night, right? And then I don't know if it was the next day or whatever. She got a call from correction, and she was like, I don't know nobody. So anyway, she didn't even know he went to jail. Like, I think from what I understand, he didn't come home. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, we were supposed to do the fireworks, watch the fireworks that night. And then the next day, I think he went somewhere. And so I'm saying, so Shirley must be used to him not coming home. Maybe he be lying to her and say, I got to do some kind of business deal or something like that. So it sounds like she just kind of used to him not coming home. So
and I think that's the reason why he married Shirley, because he can get away with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because Shirley is, she's, I'm assuming, a nice, easygoing woman. And he preyed on that, I hate that for Shirley, but like I said last time, when y'all date people, man, y'all do y'all research, do some background checks. And I'm assuming, like I said last time in the other video, if Shirley did her thorough research and did her background checks and whatnot, she saw some red flags.
I'm trying to see why Steve didn't help her out in that aspect, because
Steve has hands full with his own wife.
But no, even but when they first met, because when he wrote think like a woman, what is it? Act like a man, think like a woman, whatever the book was, and the movie and all that stuff, and Steve was on giving relationship advice, yada yada yada. So I'm saying to myself, y'all didn't say, okay, Shirley, make sure you vet this man. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he did. We just don't know about it. Maybe he did say something to Shirley, and she said, well, I know. Some
maybe
people...
she trusted mutual friend,
right.
So also it was said that, Shirley been evicted 5 times.
Since she been with him.
She
been evicted 5 times. And the worst one, in my opinion, is the house she had in California for 17 years.
That was her house in what, Inglewood?
Inglewood, something like that.
Yeah.
And
it was a nice house.
It was nice. It wasn't big, but it was nice and quaint. And I guess she was desperate for money. And she sold it in a rush. She sold it she underpriced. She undercut herself big time. She sold the house, but the people she sold the house to turned around and sold the house for $500,000 more than they bought it from her.
Yeah.
So she lost $500,000 by rushing to sell that house.
You know how them people be saying, we buy houses and stuff. So it sounds like one of them people, and they gonna always give you the bottom.
Ball,
they gonna always. It's like going to a pawn shop. So they always gonna go low. And so it ended up probably did a little bit of work to it and sold it for $500,000. And so
same thing she could have done.
Oh yeah, and she probably was in a rush to go and sell that house because she kept it while she was moving around with Ernesto, because he probably had so much debt. Evicted over here, she owed landlords over here. They rented houses over here. They did a lot.
And I'm not talking about you owing landlords $2,000 to $3,000. We talking about $30,000, $40,000 of back rent and whatnot. And to me, they were most definite living outside their means.
Oh yeah.
You know, because they were trying to live. Well, yeah, they were trying to live an image that, to me, Ernesto wanted.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that's just my personal opinion about it.
Yeah, and maybe it's something that Shirley wanted for him to give her, because she was like, "Well, Marjorie, she got a spa over there. Ooh, I would love to live." You know, so maybe that's something that she kind of wanted, and she thought that he can give it to her because, you know, he owned a barbershop and there was celebrities that came in that barbershop and all that stuff. So he seemed like he had a good front, but in the back he was doing a whole bunch of shady stuff.
Yeah, very shady. And, you know, for Shirley to be so spiritual and religious, you wanting something somebody else have, you know, she should know better. You know, what God got for you, what God have for you, He has for you. And you know, He's not gonna say, "Hey, you need to get what they got." You know, in due time, God gonna give you what you need. And to me, she just kind of rushed the process, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
And like I said, I hope she learns from this. This is a hard lesson to learn. One of the worst ways to learn, because you in debt, you don't know how you're gonna get out of debt.
She had to move out of her house. She had to she got a car, you know, they came and took a car, you know, and she said she moved in with a friend or something like that, but I don't know, they say she got a townhouse or something. But yeah, so yeah, and then you plaster all over the internet and social media and people talking about it, stuff like that.
Like we are.
And he's sitting up there in prison with his
side piece.
If he still got that girl, because I think he wanted her to start putting money on his books too. Because I think Shirley had
yeah, he still got that girl.
You know, Shirley had, you know, like, stopped paying the attorneys. And I know people in the comments, because I said last time, I didn't know when Shirley stopped talking to him, but the video was made after we did our video, or was released, that Shirley hadn't been talking to, according to that person in the phone call, since like April of this year.
Yeah, do y'all research? She stopped talking to that man 10 years ago. Okay, we didn't know.
Yeah.
We just going by what we researched and found online.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, yeah, I hope that Shirley be able to bounce back and stuff like that.
Lost a house, a car, lost a relationship with a daughter. That's a lot, man.
Yeah. All over, man, honey. Still want to know what Ernesto got, yeah. Because, he is... What the hammer got it crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he
who
got
knows?
it crazy, honey.
He could be in the prison laying it down.
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget, as we say at the end of every video, don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first.
Deuces.
Hey! Always put God first.